SIRACH, or the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 30. Hear the word of the Lord. He who loves his son will whip him often, in order that he may rejoice at the way he turns out. He who disciplines his son will profit by him, and will boast of him among acquaintances. He who teaches his son will make his enemies envious, and will glory in him in the presence of friends. The father may die, and yet he is not dead, for he has left behind him one like himself. While alive, he saw and rejoiced, and when he died, he was not grieved. He has left behind him an avenger against his enemies, and one to repay the kindness of his friends. He who spoils his son will bind up his wounds, and his feelings will be troubled at every cry. A horse that is untamed turns out to be stubborn, and a son restrained turns out to be willful. Pamper a child, and he will frighten you. Play with him, and he will give you grief. Do not laugh with him, lest you have sorrow with him. And in the end, you will gnash your teeth. Give him no authority in his youth, and do not ignore his errors. Bow down his neck on his youth, and beat his sides while he is young, lest he become stubborn and disobey you, and you have sorrow of soul from him. Discipline your son and take pains with him, that you may not be offended by his shamelessness. Better off is a poor man who is well and strong in constitution, than a rich man who is severely afflicted in body. Health and soundness are better than all gold, and a robust body than countless riches. There is no wealth better than health of body, and there is no gladness above joy of heart. Death is better than a miserable life, and eternal rest than chronic sickness. Good things poured upon a mouth that is closed are like offerings of blood, offerings of food placed upon a grave. Of what use to an idol is an offering of fruits, for it can neither eat nor smell. So is he who is afflicted by the Lord. He sees with his eyes and groans like a eunuch who embraces a maiden and groans. Do not give yourself over to sorrow, and do not afflict yourself deliberately. Gladness of heart is the life of man, and the rejoicing of a man is length of days. Delight your soul and comfort your heart, and remove sorrow far from you. For sorrow has destroyed many, and there is no profit in it. Jealousy and anger shorten life, and anxiety brings an old age too soon. A man of cheerful and good heart will give heed to the food he eats. The need of a balanced and virtuous approach to life is underlined here. Also, the bringing up of children in a disciplined way. The duties of children towards their parents are also discussed elaborately here. O Lord, open our hearts that we put into practice that which you have revealed to us.